This is quickly becoming one of our favorite meals, so easy. I made the crust ahead of time, and then I left the crust on the counter and then just came home, added the topping, and then popped it in for 4 more minutes, and we had a dinner. So I add 2 big cans of chicken from Trader Joe's into a bowl and start to break up the big chunks of chicken just like you would with tuna. And once you've done that and you've kind of gotten it all broken down, then you can start to add your eggs and seasonings. So for each can, I do 1 egg. So you add the whole egg. I'll add that one and then the next one. And then what I add for seasonings, first start with about a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Mix that in. And then I'm going to add some oregano just to give it that pizza seasoning feel. You can do some Italian seasoning, you could do basil, whatever you want. I add some garlic powder. I would actually do way more than I did, so you can add more of that. Redmond's salt, and mix it all up. So then what you want to do is, I put this in the air fryer. You could put this on a sheet pan in the oven, but I get the air fryer basket. I'm going to use both sides of my air fryer, so I'm going to do half of the mix in each. And then you just want to press down all of the chicken mix so that you make a nice chicken crust. And get it all pressed down. You could just use your hands, make sure that there are no holes in it. And I actually pressed it down a little more after that. So there is me putting the other side into the fryer basket. And then I'll put it on air fry for 350 for about 15 minutes. It gets nice and brown on top. And then I'll flip it over just to get the bottom. So I will flip it and put it back in the air fryer for just a few minutes. You don't need to cook it through. Just a few minutes just to get it nice and brown. Then I add some sauce. I used Rao's here, the basil seasoned Rao's. And then you can add some Parmesan, but I think I just did mozzarella this time. So some shredded mozzarella, and then you can add whatever toppings that you want on top of that. And so what I chose to do was some rotisserie chicken. I just had a little bit left after lunch. So I'll put that on one side, and then I did sliced salami on the other side. I didn't have pepperoni in the fridge. Salami moves around just because of the airflow in the air fryer, but that's fine. So put one part in one side and then the chicken one in the other. And I put it in for about 4 or 5 minutes, get it nice and brown, get the cheese melted, and it looks and tastes delicious. Enjoy.